Alright. Yeah, I don't want to see the boss yet, because I have 11k runes that I don't want to lose. Like, I could quit out, but... There's a golem. Unfortunately, the golem has fallen, and I doubt I'm going to be able to get to the chest, because there's like 20 different enemies here. My god. What? Why is this guy so tanky? This is like one of Godric's soldiers, but he's like... Indestructible. Okay, never mind. I guess I was just hitting the shield. I thought I got one hit in there without the shield. Actually dropped Godric Knight Gauntlets. Interesting. Don't want to have to run through here again. Alright, I believe we went up here already. So we're not going to do that again. But now we can actually get into all these rooms. This is normally a key item. It is not right now, though, unfortunately. Alright, it's not wet blade. I don't know if that's really a key item. Actually, I don't know what that's counted as. Think they'd put any items behind boxes? I still can't believe the Bellbearing Hunter, or not the Necromancer Garrus was renamed Gary. That was just unexpected, but hilarious. Renaming him Gary was one thing. It's the fact that it was in quotes as a nickname. That was what made it, I think. That's why it was so funny. Okay. How do you normally get onto that? Oh, I guess you just drop down here. Wait, what? No, you don't. How would you... here? I don't know. Whatever. There's probably, like, not an item here anyways. Just because. Of course not. What about here? I'm gonna say no. How about up here? Also no. Okay, well, now we gotta go all the way back around. Yeah, man, this run's going, like, surprisingly well still. I figured that we'd be kind of in trouble without upgrades in Caelid, but... Well, I am using this, which is +8. I like the bosses. I mean, we've only done, what, 2 bosses? So that's not really much to go off of. One was an Everjail boss, which took a while. And one was in a giant arena. But I think the longer we can avoid upgrading weapons, the better. That's how I see it. Right, anything else I missed? Well, okay, we're gonna go down again, I guess. I think we're fine. I think we're good there. I know there's going to be items in some of these opened up rooms. Not this one necessarily, but I do know there. I mean, there was the whetstone blade that we looted. This thing staggers so quickly. Magic grease. Human bone shard. Well, maybe this is how you get there, or not. Why does that just drop off like that? That's so weird. Oh, another ladder. Yeah, I think the thing with Redmane is, like, the thing that's so disappointing for me is just it's so easy to get to, like, the boss room. Because I think there actually is, like, a decent amount to Redmane. Like, not as much as some of the other Legacy dungeons. The other ones feel more linear, but, like, linear in a good way. Whereas this one's just kind of, like... I don't know. A little more open. But, like, it kind of hurts it, I think. Although you have to go, like, all the way around Redmane to get into it. Which you could consider part of the Legacy dungeon, I guess. Maybe. I don't think I can even repulse this guy. So this door should be open, and I think there's a scarab. No, the scarab's on the outside. That's the health scarab, I remember. I remember now. Yeah, I've never done anything with perfume. I would see people use it in co-op, like right before a boss fight. Like someone, another summon would use it. Alright, we've already been here. I don't know if we went up there. I can't remember. I'm gonna go up there, I think, though. Oh my god. Do imps climb ladders? They do. Yeah, we definitely didn't go up here because I don't remember fighting any worm face. No item there. Oh god. You're alive? Alright, this is where you come up. That's why I don't remember, because there were no enemies here. Alright, well, we'll go back down here and we'll try and find another room we haven't been in. As one thing I'm like, as the player base like dwindles down, one thing I'm gonna miss is like all the co-op, like the random, like I just joining random people's games and fighting bosses. That was a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed the heck out of that for like probably a good month and a half. I think this place is good. Okay. Just like trying to help people with Melania was fun, but also frustrating because no one knew how to handle waterfowl. Like none of the hosts did. So you'd go in, get her down like to half health or whatever, and then like, just she'd waterfowl and just instantly kill the host every time. And it's like, oh well, that's another one. Just like the previous 10. And you try and draw aggro, but it doesn't always happen. I'm gonna use, I think, some stone sword keys here so I don't forget. Also, there's a merchant here too. We can check out Fort Gale. Yeah, that's frustrating too. When you get someone that just blocks her. Can't blame anyone for playing that way, but like, it does suck when you're a summon and you have like half the heals. But I did a lot of Radagon too. That was how I learned Elden Beast, was through summoning. And kind of Radagon too, but I learned Radagon more like just practicing the fight.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Well, give me that. Take this too, I guess. Okay, we'll go to Jail Cave. We should probably do this cave. It's a pretty large cave, and there's a lot of items in here, plus an item after the boss too. We gotta go to Fort Gale as well. What are we gonna use against the boss, though? Bull Goat Greaves. Honestly, man, we got a ton done today. Oh yeah, I should mark off Radon too. I gotta remember. Come on. This game. Can't tab out properly. Alright, we're at 50. I think 50 bosses, at least 50. I might have missed like one somewhere. I don't think I have though. I think I've marked off everything we've done so far. So almost a third of the way through all the bosses. And like I said, if we can actually find bell bearings, it'll get easier. And then I think once, like, as soon as we get to like Farum Azula, assuming we find all the bell bearings before that, we're gonna breeze through the game, I think, because you get 3 of the bell bearings there. You get the 2, like the last 2 sombers and the last smithing stone. So like from that point on, we should be able to upgrade to like plus whatever, max or near max. Is this right? I don't want to go this way. Or is this how you get back up here? I don't know. Oh, this is the way to go. It's the only way to go. I just don't want to be death blighted. I don't even care if he does damage to me. Should honestly just go this way and not even fight this guy. Oh, this is such a... Oh, no, we're fine. I thought I was gonna get stuck in that tunnel. Sir. Excuse me. It'd be like a dream if we could get the easy part of Caelid done, and Liurnia done, and Limgrave done without upgrading any weapons. But that I think would be tough, honestly. Well, I mean, Limgrave is pretty much done for now, anyway. So I guess that is, you know, how that went. But Liurnia would be tough. We couldn't do Electo or a Dula, you know, whatever replaces those. Alright, whatever, I'll come back for him. But Caelid would be kind of rough. Doable maybe, but like, rough. And just leave the Dragon Barrow for later. Probably like after Morgott. Or after Leyndell. Like whenever I say like something like after Morgott in the randomizer, I mean like where Morgott would be. I don't actually mean Morgott. Because that can, I think, be confusing. What? That's a thing? Okay. I think I remember that actually being a thing. Don't remember where though. Here, we need to find the door here. Still one boss who you still suck at? Who's that? Malakath? Malakath took me some time to learn. I thought the Beast Clergyman was... Or, you know, I say he's still, I think, harder. Just because he's faster. Alright, I actually don't remember where to go here. I think it's... Did I come from this way? Or did I come into this? I don't know. I'm used to just running through here and not, like, killing anything, so this is very weird for me. I think this is right, though. Yeah, well, you know, if we're seeing enemies, it's probably accurate. Or right, correct. Millicent's prosthesis. What the hell's that from? Is that when you kill her? Alright, now we're gonna open the floodgates. This is not gonna be good. Radagon's Scar Seal, that is good. It's more levels. It's not the Sore Seal, but it's still strength and dex. Get me out of here. I need more open space. Five decks? Oh, that's really good then. Oh, you're dead. Lionel's Greaves. This is where we fell down. Okay, so starting here. I wonder if this is a Snowfields route. This thing is tanky. And then, is this back to the beginning, I wonder? Might be. Yeah, I think that's where you fall down. Yep, because this dude melted, so this is the very beginning. Oh, I never went back to Gowrie either. I gotta do that. It's very easy to just forget things in this game. Hello. Alright, well, he doesn't want to play. I appreciate that. How many? Yeah, it's actually nuts how many you can get. Like, a level 1 run isn't really a level 1 run. It's like a level 50 run. Between the Scar Seal and Godric's Great Rune, you get, like, what, 35 levels? Golden Rune. I forgot to check to make sure I have no other bell bearings. I don't know where they would be. Key items, I think? Right, nothing on that guy. Let's go back here. Or through here. Not here. Here. So when you're coming through here, I think you go this way. Drop down. Black Wolf Mask. Can I wear this without being, am I gonna be heavy? Nope, still med load. Good old med load. Yeah, this is... I knew there was, like, one of these places, like... that is not the direction I rolled in game. I don't even know if there's an item behind these guys. I don't think there is. Does not appear to be. There's normally, I think this is the room with the stone sword key. I feel like I haven't seen very many bubble men. That is, I think, where you go to get to that room. I'm gonna double check that room to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then we'll come back down here. I got you guys ready. Is it rot, dude, or I can't tell. Okay, I think this room is good. Just go from here. So we drop down. Go this way. I'm hearing footsteps, but I don't know. What is that? Oh, it's a bird. No item in here, though. It's a Mogwin Palace bird, I think, too. Please let me out. Oh no. I thought he got free. Okay, we're good. So that's the way up there. What's this? Nothing. Item. Bell bearing. Yeah, I'll take a stone sword key. And then boss. What do we use here? I guess it's really going to depend on the boss, but I think for now... Oh, we got options. We could do any one of these. Short bow would be kind of nice, to be honest. But I kind of want to do this. Get rid of a great bow. Great bow might be better in the Liurnia, to be honest. Just because it is, like, so slow. Hitting him won't be a problem. Like, he's not going to be able to dodge easily. The problem is, like, actually getting my shots off. And not dying. Also, I had 5 heals for this, so... Oh, by the way, the Tree Sentinel duo is going to be 2 bosses. Okay, this sucks. What's the, Ash of War? Crap. Because the game treats this Tree Sentinel as 2 bosses, even though it seems like it'd be 1. But that's why, like, this is one half of the duo fight. So that fight will be pretty terrible. I think the Knight's Cavalry duo works the same way. I hope this is enough to finish him off. I missed. It would really suck if it wasn't. It should be, though. I hope, as long as I don't miss all these shots. If I die, too, I can't kill him with this. I have to use, like, the normal bow. Or go buy more grenade arrows. Pulled pork wraps, dude, that sounds delicious. I am very jealous. As someone who's very hungry right now, I'm very, very jealous. That's not good. Oh my god, I don't know if I can kill him now. Yeah, I don't think there's no way I can kill him. The Ash? I can. I don't even know how to use it. It's just way too slow. Yeah, alright. We'll do the short bow, I guess. That sucks, man. I missed way too many. I don't even know how this Astral Warrior works. I assume you just hold L2 and then you shoot. And it just, yeah. Just didn't happen. We should have plenty of arrows, though. Kind of. I don't know. Dwelling arrows, magic damage. I don't know what these guys are resistant to. Or weak against. Could do these, but I don't think I'm going to be able to poison it with 10 arrows. But we can try. Alright, which way is it? This way? Rainbow version of Mighty Shot. It would make sense. This is going to be really painfully slow, though. I don't even think this is going to be able to kill him. How many bolts do I have? Because maybe... I don't really have any more. I don't know. I have a lot of arrows, but, like... This is going to deal, like, 6 damage. That'll work. Please stop. And missing the poison arrows is not good. Okay, he's poisoned. Does it not take that many? What is up with the random lag spikes in here? Yeah, I don't think serpent arrows are that good. Like, they're probably decent, but I can't imagine they're better, like... much better than ones you craft thermally. But yeah, I can't imagine this thing's resistance is high. Sucks now, I gotta go buy my great bolts. Arrows, whatever. Ow. Nice stored roll and nice lag. True. It shouldn't be too hard, there's only so many merchants in the game. The one we just talked to had Grados. Bell bearing. Or nothing? You not get an item from this guy? I know you get this. Bell bearing. Not a bell bearing. Somber 4. Can we use that? The, dragon, whatever? I don't know if you can. Oh, I can. That's cool. 10 Faith, 10 Arcane. Cool. So, we'll toss this. I'm not forgetting it. I didn't forget to toss anything, did I? I hope not. We haven't used any of this stuff. Didn't use that. We've been using the Banished Knight's Halberd. But other than that, I didn't kill a boss, I think, with any of these weapons. Yeah, I think we're fine. If we two-hand it, how many weapons do we have that we can use right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Decent amount. Alright, so what was that? That was the Frenzied Duelist. Whatever, I'm just gonna tab out normally. I'm so tired of, like, not being able to hit Shift Tab. Frenzied Duelist. Done. Shale Cave. And I don't remember what I said we were gonna do after that. But, we will probably just level once maybe and then buy more smithing stones. Calum Ruins has a boss. What was here? The Deathbird? The Abandoned Cave is here. That's Celia. Then we have the Magma Worm here. Maybe we go do that. We can do the Magma Worm, or whatever replaces it. But if we can get, like, this part of Kayla done, and then a good chunk of Liurnia done without upgrading, then, like, I'd be very, one, surprised and two, happy. 28. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. This guy, I think, had great arrows. And then I want to see what's in those ruins.
How nice.
Oh, you didn't have them. One of these guys had them. Was it this guy? Oh, we gotta go back to Gowrie, too. I thought one of these guys had great arrows. Could have been the isolated merchant, too. Southwest. Also, we need to go to Muriel because I have like 3 prayer books I could give him.
Trade again.
Yeah, this guy. 20! Oh, he only has 5 of these, though. And he only has 10 of these. That kind of sucks, actually. Alright, then. Go to EG real quick. And then I'd like to at least try one more boss today. Somewhere probably in Caelid. Are there any in Liurnia we haven't seen? I think we've seen all the ones in Liurnia. Except for the ones up top and the Moonlight Altar.
Oh, what have very well. Heresy. All things can. Oh, very well. Heresy. All things can. Oh, what very well. Heresy. All things.
Okay, what do we have that's new here? Anything? Probably, but I don't know what's new here. And here... Crystallian Ashes. I don't even remember those. Yeah, none of these are going to help me. Bummer. Okay. Lance Axe, Loretta. We could go do Loretta. Oh, I did want to go to... Here. See if we can talk to Edgar, because I got Irina's letter, and I might as well just give it to him. And then maybe we'll go try Loretta with something. I'm gonna go stop at, I think, the merchant in... on the way to the Runestrewn Precipice, near the Bellum Church, because he might be the one that had the infinite arrows or something. Infinite Radon arrows. Loretta, I think I could do with, like, if I... Loretta is going to be probably easier than the Tree Sentinel. Maybe not easier, but pretty much the same thing, at the very least. So that might be worth doing. Using the Great Bow there. I don't think Edgar gives you anything for giving him the letter. He might not even be here either, because I got invaded by him. So Irina might be dead already. Yeah, he's gone. Or, is she dead then, I wonder? Or does that questline just not happen? Let's see. I know none of the Weeping Peninsula guys had great arrows. So, like, we could check this guy, but... Oh, this isn't even the right grace. It's up here. Let's see. Is she dead? She's probably dead. Looks pretty dead to me. Favorite dialogue in the game. Or my favorite prompt. She's dead. CPR, I don't think it's going to help an axe in the... literally every part of her body. Yeah, let's go here. Give her CPR. No. Won't work, man. I wonder what triggers that then. Maybe just killing Leonine or something. Lightning Great Bolt. Nope.
All done? Well, be on your way then.
Pydia? Celavis? I don't want to go to Ronnie. Yeah, I don't know what triggers her death. It is short. But I think it's like a good, I don't know. It's like the beginning of the game, you know? Yeah, but anyways, her father invades you in Liurnia later on. Maybe you have to talk to him. And as long as you talk to him, like as soon as you enter Liurnia, it triggers or something. But yeah, we'll go to Celavis first, I think. Both ways she dies. Another NPC was there. Yeah, her father normally shows up there. Right, did you have anything good?
The remains.
You had literally nothing good. Actually, you have a golden seed. This would probably be not bad either. But I don't need to get it now. And Padilla, I don't think he had anything, but we'll check. Also, I remember I missed some stuff here, but I think we're just gonna go fight Loretta with something.
Please.
Yeah, he's got nothing. He got some somber stones. That's about it. I still can't, craft these, right? Nope. You can only craft, I think, like, bone, just like basic great arrows and great bolts. So it's not this guy. I don't think it's EG. EG has, like, poison, boluses. But I don't think he had anything else, really.
You've defeated the general. There is thanks to you. Descend and make it.
Got that already. So not him. That's not a merchant. There is a merchant down here, though. Other than that, I don't know who else would have them. So we'll probably do Loretta with like an actual weapon instead of a bow. Yeah, I just went to him. He didn't have it.
Unusually, this.
I bought that already. Bought the weapons. I'm gonna buy this. 3 stone sword keys. Actually, I'll take those too. $83, and then how many is this? 2,000. Pop one.
Anything?
Give me all your stone sword keys, and then I don't need that. I'm gonna take this though.
Nervous?
Just thinking, like, is there another merchant I haven't seen in a while? It wasn't anyone in the Weeping Peninsula. It wasn't any of the ones here. Did I go back to this guy? Hang on. I don't remember if I did. It wasn't Kale. It wasn't... I don't think it was the one on the coast. I don't know if I went to this guy again, though. Earlier, when we were checking all these. I don't think I did. So it might be this guy. Also might not be this guy.
Sorry. Didn't
Could have been in the one in Shifra, too. I never bought these. Oh, the tailoring tools are right here. Alright. Yeah, if it's a one underground, I'm not going to him now. That is kind of far. Actually, it's not that far. Well, let's go fight Loretta. I said we would fight Loretta. I just have to figure out what we're going to use here. I mean, we got options. Short sword, not that. I want to save the blasphemous blade for later, if we can. Could use twin blade again. Might be one in Shifra. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Don't want to use anything that's like +7 or +8. We can do this. No, this is magic damage. It's gonna be she's gonna be resistant to that. I don't even know what incantations I have to use this with. I think we're gonna do this. Try these again. This should go better than the other Everjail with this that we tried. Hopefully. That's just a normal dragon, I believe. I don't think that's like a boss or anything. It kind of does look like one, but that's just a normal enemy. There's no boss over there. Was this Haligtree Loretta? Oh, right, it was. Oh my god, I miss. I miss. Like the last part of every Twin Blade attack is the one that actually does damage. And when you miss with it, it's like just 13 damage. You can see there, it's like double digit, 221. Good camera angle. It's weird because she doesn't have the same moveset as the Haligtree Loretta, but it's definitely the Haligtree Loretta. Oh my god. She only does she's got the moveset of Royal Knight Loretta, but she's the color of the Haligtree Loretta. Why does that hit you? You know what? Maybe it is Royal Knight Loretta, but because the Everjail effect is the way it is, maybe it just like makes her the same color as the Haligtree one. It makes sense. This is definitely Royal Knight Loretta's moveset, and not the other one. Oh my god. That attack sucks. And then you can't even avoid the follow-up. She swings it, like, in front of her body and all the way back behind her. And it still hits you, even if you, like, dodge into her. The Tree Sentinel has the exact same attack. Actually, I think, like, all the forest bosses have the exact same attack. Because the Knight's Cavalry has it, too. And you have to like roll with her instead of into her, like that attack. And the halberd ends up behind her. Die. I love like the impact of this charged R2, but like I don't know. Twin blades are just disappointing in this game. Unless they have like bleed or something. All right, another boss down though. We got a lot done today, man. I feel like we did. Let me toss that. Before I forget. And then we'll throw back on the Banished Knight's halberd. Let's see, how are we looking on bosses? We're probably like almost a third of the way through, I'd say. Okay, game, thanks. Yeah, I can't, like, it doesn't let me... That's why borderless windowed was nice. Was Bowls carrying Knights. So we are, as far as I can tell, we're 52 bosses in. Did like 13 today. I'm just looking at this list. We still have like all of Altus, all of Caelid, and the Dragon Bear, aside from 3 bosses. There's still a lot to do, but we're making progress. 165, yeah. The issue is, like, the fact that we're not upgrading anything and the fact that every item is randomized makes it, you know... So you have to look in every nook and cranny for all the items. Like, I don't think this would still be a long run even if we weren't doing this whole throw away a weapon after you use it thing. But it wouldn't be nearly as long. Like, if you just picked one weapon and stuck with it, you could do it pretty quickly, I'd say. But yeah, it's still been fun. I've enjoyed the hell out of this run, and I'd love to do this in the other Souls games. I think it'd be a lot easier. Except for Bloodborne, I don't think you could really do it. But you could, but you'd literally need to find every weapon to do it in Bloodborne. Because there's just not that many. But like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, I think this would work. Demon Souls even, it would work. This one's gonna suck. This is the Draconic Tree Sentinel in the tiny room. Oh, you know what? I don't think we ever saw what this boss is. Before we go, let's see what this boss is, because I'm curious. The nighttime boss. And we never looked at it. I don't think we did. Is it going to be a cool boss, or is it going to be disappointing? Can we see it from here? No. Can we see it yet? Nope. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Or are you just guessing? Ulcerated Tree Spirit again? That's not a boss, right? That's just a tree. I can't even tell, man. I think it's a troll. Stone Digger troll. Oh, it's a Cemetery Shade. We can do this one now, actually. This should be quick. What are we going to use, though? These things have, like, no health. They're just annoying as hell to try and fight. This thing might actually kill me. This does a lot of damage. It applies bleed very quickly, but like, yeah, he'll die in like 10 hits. If you can hit him. Also no music, because the Night's bosses get like no music for some reason. He hurts. He just, like... I don't know. He hurts and he can never hit him. I don't know his attacks either. I know, like, the one insane combo he does. This one. You just wait till it's done and you go in, but other than that, I don't really know his moveset. I know he really likes to attack on the bleed, though. Can you do something? Do something else? Do something else? Do that one attack that I know how to punish, and I don't know how to punish any of his other attacks. What is that range? I hate this boss. Just do something! Thank you. Oh god. The problem is if he like puts any damage on you and then you try and roll away, he just follows you. This boss. No, I'm dead. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm alive. Okay, man, do something. That's bad. He's not doing anything, though, so he's not going to punish this at all. Every time we try and get near him, he just runs away. Wow, how does that miss? Oh my god. Bell bearing. Not a bell bearing. Alright, I'm gonna grab this item and then I think we're gonna call it there. Well, let me get back to a grace first. Or we'll just not pick up the item. One more down. Yeah, I would say we still have probably at least like next week and the week after we'll still be doing this, if I had to guess. This is it's gonna be a long one. Also, I gotta get rid of this weapon. But I do think the closer we get to the end, the easier it will be. As long as we have enough weapons. Like if we start running low on weapons, it might be an issue, but like once we can buy all the smithing stones, the rest will be easy. Cooler as an enemy, not a boss? Yeah, I feel the same way, and they only show up as a boss as far as I know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for the day. 21 and a half hours.